No, the sky is the limit. You can. Alright, y'all know what time it is. It's gonna be a masterclass. We're gonna have 6 chapters, 1 lesson. Y'all see the lesson on the screen? I need y'all to pay attention. Okay. Class is in session. We're gonna wait like 6 minutes so more people can come, but we started soon. You feel me? It's a class. Pay attention. You feel me? Telling y'all, about to tell y'all when the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. I'm about to tell y'all what we do. We trying to hijack your nervous system. That's the whole point. A narcissist. You feel me? That's what we do. We go break this down in 6 chapters. It's 1 lesson. All the lessons all correlate with each other. So I need y'all to pay attention. You feel me? It's about to get real dark. Make sure y'all got y'all notes. You feel me? We about to get like that. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to get a notification because y'all know every time we come on here, it's a class. It's a lesson. Pay attention. It's about to get real dark, y'all. Like, you don't want to miss a chapter. Not tonight. I'm about to explain why we do what we do to you. You're not crazy though, but shit, you about to see. Everybody, I see new people coming in. Waiting a couple more minutes, y'all. It's a masterclass. I told y'all we got 6 chapters, 1 lesson. When the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking, y'all. Cause we trying to hijack your nervous system. That's the whole point of the trauma bond. You feel me? Oh yeah, yesterday lesson was good. See? Oh yeah, you ready? See, ready to learn. It's about to be. You think yesterday lesson? Just wait. It's 6 chapters today too, so yeah, I know each chapter is long. So pay attention, y'all. You feel me? We just waiting for more people to come in. Y'all know how we do. Couple more minutes, then we gonna start. Just tap the screen, y'all, while we wait. Cause y'all know TikTok hate us. They hate these type of lives cause we expose the darkness. So that's if y'all tap that screen and tell them we doing something positive. So we can keep these lessons, these masterclass going. Yesterday was fire. Oh, Danny back. Danny. Danny. Danny be taking notes, no cap. Lisa too. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Oh man, it's a lot of strong women and empaths, dark empaths, all type of energy. Y'all know it's about to get dark though. This lesson about to get crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know it's about to get crazy. Y'all know how we gonna do the live, y'all. We're gonna do chapter 1, and then after chapter 1, I'm gonna answer questions, decode your questions in the comments. Boom. Then we gonna go chapter 2. Boom. Same thing. And we got 6 chapters though. Okay. Y'all know how we do. It's a lot of new people coming in. You ain't missed nothing yet, so you perfect. We about to get started soon. Chapter 1, masterclass. Pay attention. Y'all see the lesson on the screen. When the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. I'm telling you, we trying to destroy you. I want your nervous system. That's what narcissists do. We apex predators. But I'm about to break this shit down though. You feel me? No cap. It's about to get dark, y'all. Alright. How long we been on here? We're gonna wait 1 more minute, y'all. Just tap the screen. And then we gonna start. 1 more minute. We're giving people a chance to catch this chapter for the first chapter. Feel me? I need y'all to lock in psychology. You feel me? If you like psychology, it's the perfect place. If you want to learn about narcissists, it's the perfect place. If you want to know why we target you, it's the perfect place. I'm telling you, I'm gonna expose this shit. Just pay attention though. Yeah, I know how we do it, man. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Put a Christmas tree, y'all. We're gonna start the first chapter of the lesson. You feel me? We're gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree. I gotta make sure y'all hear me on YouTube and TikTok. Feel me? Tap that screen though while we talking. Pay attention. Shit about to get real dark. Alright? Each chapter get better and better. Like you don't want to miss a chapter tonight. I'm starting off soft, so the best for last. Alright, so just listen though. Alright? They ready. Let's get it. Pay attention, y'all. Alright. Now, this is the chapter of lesson one, y'all. Y'all see the lesson on the screen. When the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. It's coming from a self-aware narcissist from the inside. You know what I'm saying? See, listen. Chapter one, y'all. This is what it's called. What people mean when they say it's a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, when I say we demons, it's a spirit, okay? Now I'm going to tell you, see, look. People keep saying it's a spirit when they talk about narcissism. And I need to explain what that actually means without fear and without fantasy. Alright? So listen, y'all. Because what feels like a spirit is really a survival identity that learned to live without awareness. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that one more time because what feels like a spirit is really a survival identity that learned to live without awareness. Now, what people are actually sensing, y'all, when someone says he felt demonic, you know what I'm saying? Or something wasn't human, or it was like something took over him. See, that's not they're not describing evil. No, they're not describing evil. They're describing automatic behavior without reflection. You know what I'm saying? See, anything that reacts before reflects will feel inhuman. You get what I'm saying? Anything that reacts before reflects will feel inhuman. A narcissist survival identity, y'all. I'm gonna tell you our identity. This is our survival identity. Listen to me. React instantly. Defense automatically. This is how we train to think. Cannot sit in stillness. I'm shaking right now as I'm speaking, y'all. If you ever see me in person and have a conversation with me, see, I cannot sit still. You know what I'm saying? See, cannot tolerate exposure and cannot feel without control. You know what I'm saying? That's why it feels like a force instead of a person. You know what I'm saying? This is what comes with us. See, and I'm gonna tell y'all how this identity is created. See, I see a lot of new people coming in, y'all. We're in chapter one of the lesson. Y'all just perfect. Y'all tuning in. Y'all perfect. Y'all ain't missed this. We got 6 chapters, y'all. This is only chapter one, so lock in. You don't want to miss a chapter. The lesson is when the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. Because as a narcissist, I'm trying to steal your nervous system. I'm trying to steal your identity. I'm trying to crush you. No sympathy. No remorse for an empath. Listen, now, this is chapter one. You know what I'm saying? Chapter one is called, like, I'm telling what people, like, what people, like, think is a demon. Like, because we're demon. I tell you, we demons, but, and it's a spirit. And I'm telling you what it means, what spirit means, okay? Like I said. Now, I'm going to tell you how this identity is created, y'all. This is important, y'all. I need to lock in, see. Like I tell y'all, a narcissistic identity forms when this happens, see. It forms when vulnerability was unsafe, when emotions were punished, when love was conditional, when chaos was normal. So the nervous system learned one rule, y'all. Never feel, never slow down, and never be exposed. This is what our nervous system learned. I'm telling y'all the psychology behind our mind. You know what I'm saying? That identity is built before language, before logic, before morality. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's why it doesn't respond to reason. It responds to threat. You know what I'm saying? We respond to threat. Listen, y'all, when I wasn't self aware, I didn't choose my reactions. They happened through me. They just happened through me. That's what people mistake for a spirit. You know what I'm saying? Saying it's not possession, it's unconscious survival. You hear me? It's unconscious survival. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why it feels predatory, okay? This is why it feels like predatory, okay? See, a survival identity scans for this. This is what we scan for: calm nervous systems, empathetic bodies, people who observe emotion, and people who self-abandon to keep peace. This is what our brains scan for automatically. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't help it. See, survival recognizes regulation the way hunger recognizes food. You feel me? Survival recognizes regulation the way hunger recognizes food. That's why people feel used without obvious abuse. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell y'all, look, why empaths feel drained around narcissists. See, when a narcissist can't regulate, like when we can't regulate ourselves, when the narcissists can't regulate themselves, they borrow regulation. They borrow regulation, not intentionally, not consciously, automatically. So your body stays alert, stays calm for them, and suppresses its own signals. See, your body wasn't just loving, it was working. You know what I'm saying? It was working. That's why exhaustion comes first and not clarity. You know what I'm saying? That's why exhaustion comes first and not clarity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why this feels spiritual, not just psychological. Because this isn't happening at the thinking level. No, it's not happening at the thinking level. It's happening at the automatic level. Breath, heart rate, muscle tension, gut instinct. See, anything that lives in the body and bypasses thought gets labeled as spiritual. You know what I'm saying? That's human language trying to describe sociology. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna tell you this is important, y'all. See, calling it a spirit doesn't mean it's immortal, okay? It means it hasn't been made conscious yet, okay? And anything unconscious loses power the moment it's seen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand it. See, this is how the nervous system gets hijacked, y'all. Okay? This is how the body starts speaking later. This is how people lose themselves without understanding why. And this is why understanding the mechanism matters more than blaming the person. You know what I'm saying? Listen, in the next chapter, y'all, I'm going to explain how this survival identity starts using other people's nervous system to stay alive. All right, drop y'all questions. I'm answering them. I'm gonna decode some. All right, and then we gonna get in chapter 2. I'm gonna answer a couple questions. You feel me? Man, listen, it's about to get dark. I know it's. I got some stuff to say that y'all ain't never heard before. Ask me some questions though. Kylie, what's good? Kylie and this. Kylie, be ready to learn. You got a question? Ask me a question, y'all. I'm gonna break this shit down like a Christmas tree. You said I don't understand that because I grew up in Ukraine and nothing but chaos, and I'm not a narcissistic. Listen, really, I ain't gonna lie. See, that's a really important point, and I'm glad you said it. See, chaos doesn't create narcissism. Chaos create adaptations. You got like adapt. You adapt. You know what I'm saying? See, two people can grow up in the same chaos and develop completely different survival identities. You know that? Some people survive chaos by becoming hyper empathetic. Like they read the room, they regulate others, they keep the peace. Others survive chaos by becoming hyper controlled. They shut down. They shut down their feelings. They dominate situations and protect the self at all costs. See, both are survival responses, but only one becomes narcissism. You know what I'm saying? See, narcissism isn't about how much chaos you grew up in. It's about which adaptation your nervous system choose. You know what I'm saying? See, you surviving chaos without becoming narcissistic doesn't disprove this. It actually proves it. You know what I'm saying? It shows that chaos doesn't make people narcissists. Unprocessed chaos plus loss of empathy does. That's why this isn't about blaming backgrounds. It's about understanding patterns. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand patterns. Once you understand patterns, you're like, oh yeah, you're gonna be able to spot us. You feel me? No cap. You feel me? Ask me some questions, y'all. Chaos crazy that. You said how is your brain storage? Great question. Look, the brain doesn't store chaos as memory first. It stores it as patterns. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up in chaos, your brain learns how to survive, not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Look, like there are three main systems involved. Okay, listen, y'all. Three main systems involved. See, the amygdala, look, the alarm system, like the brain. See, it's the storm. It storms threat, not stories. Like if chaos is constant, the alarm stays on. Danger feels normal, and the body stays alert. You know what I'm saying? Like your brain learns what to watch for, not what to remember. You know what I'm saying? See, and then the nervous system you got. That's the pattern keeper. The nervous system is the pattern keeper. Your nervous system stores chaos as baseline. You know what I'm saying? Meaning this, like tensions feel normal. Calm can feel suspicious. And unpredictability feels like familiar. See, the body remembers the environment, not the details. And then you got the prefrontal cortex. This the meaning maker. You know what I'm saying? See, some people process chaos by staying connected to empathy. Others process others process chaos like by shutting empathy down to survive. That difference is crucial. See, narcissism forms when survival requires disconnecting from feeling, not just enduring chaos. When survival requires disconnecting from feeling, you know what I'm saying? Not just enduring chaos. Now, this is why you didn't become narcissistic. You know what I'm saying? Because you adapted by staying human in chaos. That means your brain stored stored the trauma, like your brain stored the trauma with empathy still intact. You know what I'm saying? That's not weakness. That's called resilience. You feel me? See, when I was unhealed, my brain stored chaos as something to control, not something to feel. That's the split. You know what I'm saying? So the brain doesn't store chaos as this happened to me. It stores it as this is how I must exist to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's why two people can come from the same chaos and become completely different. Next question though. Feel me? I'm gonna answer another question, then we gonna get to the lesson. You feel me? Ask me another question. I'm gonna answer something. You feel me? You said why do y'all do smear campaigns? Listen, smear campaigns aren't about revenge. They're about regulating shame. We want to regulate shame. Feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all, look, why narcissists do smear campaigns. The real reason, see, when a narcissist feels exposed, abandoned, or losing control, their nervous systems go into threat mode. That threat isn't losing you or losing love. No, it's losing identity. You know what I'm saying? See, accountability feels like annihilation to unhealed narcissists. So the brain looks for the fastest way to restore safety. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell y'all, look, what smearing actually does for us. It flips the story, so we're not the bad person, the bad one. It recruits others to stabilize our self image. I told y'all, we'll die behind our image. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, it creates allies so we don't feel alone. It turns shame into justification. You know what I'm saying? See, smear campaigns are outsourced self soothing. You know what I'm saying? That's regulation through reputation. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you why it's done publicly. See, smearing isn't about you hearing it. It's about other people believing it. Okay, it's just about other people believing it. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to do. You know what I'm saying? See, when others validate our version, the nervous system calms. The identity feels protected. The threat reduces. See, if the group agrees with me, I don't have to face myself. I don't have to face myself. If the whole group agrees with me, you think I gotta face myself? Like, see, when you don't react, the smear often escalates, okay? Why? Because silence doesn't regulate us. Truth isn't being challenged, and we can't feel control. So the narrative gets louder. You know what I'm saying? See, when I was unhealed, I talked about people not because they hurt me, but because I couldn't sit with what I felt. Ego. Smearing was easier than reflection. I'm not about to reflect. Fuck. Listen. Listen. This is another way narcissists borrow regulation. You feel me? Not from your nervous system this time, but from the crowd. Smear campaigns. Same pattern, different source. You know what I'm saying? The smear stops working when it doesn't move you. No reaction, no defense, no explanation. That's when the nervous system has to find another way to regulate. You know what I'm saying? Did I answer your question? Y'all ready to get back into the lesson? Okay. If y'all is, put a Christmas tree. What chapter we on, y'all? What chapter we on? 2? Say no more. Oh yeah, we was paying attention. She was paying attention. Hey y'all, look, for the ones that just coming in, this we got 6 chapters, y'all. One lesson. You didn't miss nothing. So listen, y'all see the lesson on the screen. It's one lesson. It's chapter 2, okay? You feel me? Look, y'all see the lesson is when the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. That meaning like me as a narcissist, I want to hijack your nervous system. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to destroy you, your whole identity. So listen, this is chapter 2. Now, this is how we narcissists use other people to stabilize our identity. Okay? How we narcissists use other people to stabilize our identity. Okay, see, this chapter explains why narcissists don't just hurt people privately, they pull others into it. You know what I'm saying? Because when the nervous system can't self regulate, it looks for external stabilizers. You get what I'm saying? External stabilizers. You know what I'm saying? See, look, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the core truth, y'all. Listen. A narcissist identity cannot regulate in isolation, y'all. Cannot. We cannot regulate in isolation. Not emotionally, not psychologically, and not socially. That's the key difference between healed survival and unhealed narcissistic survival. See, what regulation through others actually looks like. See, When a narcissist feels exposed, when a narcissist feels abandoned, when a narcissist feels criticized, when a narcissist feels seen too clearly, listen, y'all, the nervous system enters threat mode and the brain asks one question: how do I restore safety without feeling shame? That's what the brain asking. That's when a narcissist reaches outward. You hear me? I'm gonna tell y'all, look, these are the three ways we borrow regulation from others, okay? I'm about to break this down. Y'all write y'all notes. These are three ways we borrow regulation from others, okay? If you just coming in, this is chapter 2. We got one lesson, 6 chapters, so you're not missing anything, but I'm about to break this down. Like I said, this is three ways we borrow regulation from others. The first one is emotional regulation. See, we provoke reactions. We provoke reactions. Why? Because anger equals connection. Crying equals connection. Explaining equals connection. See, any reaction tells our nervous system that we still exist. You know what I'm saying? Silence feels like disappearance. You hear me? Another one is cognitive regulation, okay? We control the story. See, if I define the narrative, I don't have to feel uncertain. That's why facts get twisted. That's why intentions get rewritten. That's why history gets edited. See, certainty calms the nervous system. Even false certainty. You feel me? Even false certainty. You know what I'm saying? See, and then the third one is social regulation. That's the smearing. This is the smearing. Smear campaigns are social regulation. You know what I'm saying? When others agree with us, shame dissipates. You know what I'm saying? Identity stabilizes and threat decreases. You know what I'm saying? If listen, y'all, if enough people believe me, my nervous system relaxes. I be calm. I smirk. I feel good. That's not evil, y'all. That's survival identity seeking relief. You know what I'm saying? That's survival identity seeking relief. See, now I'm gonna tell y'all why this feel calculated, but it's often automatic. This is why this feels calculated, but it's often automatic. See, important distinction, y'all. Listen, some narcissists plan smears, okay, but many don't. You feel me? Some narcissists plan smears, but many don't. Survival identities don't pause to reflect; they react to reflect. I'm gonna say that again. Survival identities don't pause to reflect; they react to threat. That's why the smear starts fast. Details don't matter. Emotion is exaggerated and urgency is high. The nervous system is panicking. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell y'all why the smear target is usually the person who saw too much, okay? This is why the smear target is usually the person who saw too much. See, smears aren't aimed at the weakest person. They're aimed at the most threatening one, okay? Threatening means this. When I say threatening, threatening means you saw behind the mask. You stopped regulating them. You didn't collapse emotionally. You went quiet. See, truth is destabilizing to an unhealed narcissist. You feel me? You hear me? Listen, when I smeared people before I was healed, I wasn't trying to destroy them. I was trying to destroy the version of myself that felt exposed. You feel me? Listen, y'all. When regulation is outsourced long enough, emotionally, socially, cognitively, the body eventually collapses. You know what I'm saying? See, because hypervigilance stays on, cortisol stays high, and identity stays fragile. Look, this is why narcissists often burn bridges, feel empty, cycle relationships, and escalate behavior. The body is never at rest. I told y'all, the body is never at rest. You know what I'm saying? Listen, now I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why engaging with a smear campaign makes it worse, okay? See, when you defend yourself publicly, you become part of the regulation loop. Your reactions does this. It feeds the attention. It confirmed the importance. It stabilized their nervous system. You know what I'm saying? Silence isn't weakness. It's removal of supply, okay? Y'all need to write this down. I'm telling y'all. This is how you defeat us. I'm not telling y'all. Silence isn't weakness. It's removal of supply. You get what I'm saying? Listen, listen. This is the moment the campaign loses its power. Okay, a smear dies when it doesn't produce emotional movement. A smears die when it doesn't produce emotional movement. No rage, no explanations, no collapse. Just steadiness. Just steadiness. A regulated nervous system is invisible to someone who feels like God, who feeds on drama, who feeds on chaos, who feeds on dysregulation. See, this is another way narcissists borrow regulation, okay? What I just said. Not just from one person though, but from the environment, smear campaigns, and anything that survives by borrowing eventually collapses, okay? When the source is gone. Only when the source is gone, see. In the next chapter, y'all, I'm going to explain what happens to the body when this pattern runs too long on both sides. So drop y'all questions now. I'm about to answer some more of the questions we decoded. But the next chapter is about to get real dark. Oh shit. Do I have a type? Yeah. If you're an empath, you nice. If I could use you, I don't care if you're a fat woman. You said like, do I have a type like fat women? I don't care about that. We don't care about fat women. I like we use y'all both getting used. Both of y'all. You feel me? Like y'all both getting used for the wrong reason. No matter what, how it comes down to, you're both getting used. You're both supply. No matter y'all can fight over us all y'all want. You just know we laughing at hey, you're feeding my ego. It's called triangulation. I'm at the top of the triangle. Just picture me right now. I'm trying to paint pictures for y'all. It's a triangle. Y'all know the shape of triangle. It's a triangle. I'm at the top of the triangle, y'all. And you at the bottom. And the other supply at the bottom. And then it could turn into a ring. It could turn into a rectangle if you wanted to. You feel me? Like it could turn into a rectangle too. The more supply we get, it could be a bigger shape. You know what I'm saying? Triangulation. It could turn to rectangulation. You feel me? It could turn to Disneyland if you want it. You know what I'm saying? No cap. How you want it? No cap. You know what I'm saying? Ask me some more questions before we get into the next lesson. It's a lot of new people in here. I mean, we got one lesson, 6 chapters. We're gonna be on chapter 3. You feel me? Chapter 3. So y'all not missing anything. This is perfect time. This is alignment. You know what I'm saying? Now ask me some questions, y'all. You feel me? Ask me some questions. I'm about to break this shit down like a Christmas tree. You feel me? Don't mention my name if you mention them bodies. Don't mention my name if you mention them bodies. Oh man. You said, please answer me this. Why narcissists watch you sleep? It's a good question. Look, see, it's not about watching you. It's about watching how safe we feel. You feel me? It's about watching how safe we feel. See, I'm gonna tell you, look, why some narcissists watch you sleep. This is the real reason. I'm gonna break this shit like a Christmas tree. See, sleep is the moment when you're regulated, okay, and not performing. You're regulated and you're not performing. So when you're asleep, you're calm. You're still. You're not reacting. You're not needing anything. See, that does something to an unhealed narcissist. You feel me? It's a narcissist. See, what it does to the narcissist nervous system. I'm gonna tell you. See, your calm regulates us. Okay. See, when you're calm, it regulates us. Your stillness soothes us. It soothes us, and your presence anchor us. When you're asleep, you're not asking, you're not questioning or mirroring. You just there. You feel me? For someone who struggles to self-regulate, that feels stabilizing. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you the control part about it. See, because there's another layer, okay? Watching you sleep is also about certainty, okay? Certainty that you're not leaving, you're not rejecting, you're still available, that the bond is intact. See, certainty calms a nervous system that doesn't trust connection. See, now I'm gonna tell you, this is why it can feel unsettling to you. You know what I'm saying? See, if it made you uncomfortable, your body was picking up on something because it removes your agency. You know what I'm saying? It places you in a passive role. It centers their regulation over your comfort. Anything, listen, y'all, anything that prioritizes like like someone else's calm over your consent will feel off, y'all. That's intuition. You feel me? When I wasn't healed, yo, y'all gotta understand. I needed proximity to feel grounded, not intimacy. Not no intimacy. I needed proximity to feel grounded, not intimacy. That's the difference. You feel me? See, this is another example how narcissists bar regulation, sometimes through attention, sometimes through proximity, and sometimes through stillness. Same pattern, y'all. Different behavior. See, if something like that made you uneasy, trust your body. Regulation should never come at the cost of your safety. You feel me? Next question. Woo! Who I miss? You feel me? Ask me a question, y'all. When a narcissist date a narcissist, it's like two people collide. It's gonna crash. Like a brick wall. It's like two trains coming together. What's gonna happen? When picture two trains about to just come full speed. Boom! The adrenaline, it sound good, like it's fun. You feel me? To a crazy person. To a toxic person, that's fun because we thrive in chaos. I'm gonna break it down though. Look, I'm gonna tell you what actually happens when two narcissists date. See, when a narcissist dates a narcissist, there's no regulation available. Only competition. See, the first thing is there is intense attraction at first. Okay, because look, both are mirroring. This is what we doing. Both are mirroring. I dated narcissists before and it didn't work out because I'm trying to get control. Both are mirroring. Literally, both of us performing. Both are selling the image. It looks like passion, but it's two masks recognizing each other. No one is seen. No one is seen, literally, y'all. Only reflected. Only reflected. You feel me? The second thing is there is no real emotional safety, y'all. Why? Because listen, neither can hold vulnerability. Neither can self-regulate. Neither wants to be the weaker one. Two unregulated nervous systems don't bond, y'all. They clash like a train. I'm telling you. See, another thing is control replaces connection. Both partners want dominance, want admiration. They want to be right all the time. They want to avoid shame. So the relationship becomes like this: power games, jealousy, silent wars, scorekeeping, manipulation battles, not love. This is the shit I was doing. See, and listen, you gotta understand. Another thing is conflict escalates fast because no one can de-escalate, apologize genuinely, hold space, or absorb emotion. There's no emotional shock absorber. So every disagreement feels like a threat. You know what I'm saying? One narcissist usually collapses or exits. You know what I'm saying? See, eventually, one becomes more controlling, one becomes more depleted, one feels exposed, and one loses interest. See, narcissists don't thrive together. One has to lose. You know what I'm saying? When I was unhealed, I didn't want a mirror. I wanted a regulator. You hear me? I don't want nobody who gonna mirror me. I want somebody to regulate me. I can control. Another narcissist cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? Narcissists don't pair well with narcissists because neither can lend their nervous system. Borrowing only works when someone else is willing to carry the weight. You know what I'm saying? That's why narcissists are drawn to empaths. Not because empaths are weak, but because they can regulate. You feel me? Next question. Okay. I'm gonna answer one more question, then we're gonna get back to the lesson. You feel me? Okay. Don't mention my name. If you mention my body, don't mention no name. Don't mention them bodies. What happened to Virgil? You said, why do they leave you for 600-pound women? See, look, y'all, I got just a good question. I got you. I know why you asked this. Look, listen, y'all. It's not about weight. I need y'all to really overstand this. You hear me? All my spiritual people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Overstand, understand. You hear me? It's not about weight. It's about power, regulation, and control. You hear me? It's about power, regulation, and control. Not about weight. See, Why narcissists may choose someone very different from you. I'm about to break this down. Very different from you, see. Narcissists don't choose partners based on health, beauty, or compatibility. No, we don't care about that shit. Not the way people think, see. This is what we choose based on, y'all. I'm gonna tell you. We choose supply based on. I'm gonna tell you. They choose based on who feels less threatening, who is easier to control, who will regulate them without challenging them, who won't trigger their shame or insecurity. You gotta boost my ego at all fucking times. You hear me? See, the choice is about how the narcissist feels about themselves, not about the other person's body. See, listen, if someone makes a narcissist feel superior, needed, or in control, that nervous system feels safer to us. You know what I'm saying? For unhealed narcissists, perceived power and balance equals comfort. Less comparison equals less shame. Less fear of abandonment equals more control. See, it's not attraction, it's regulation strategy. You feel me? It's called regulation strategy. See, this is why this hurts so much for you. See, when they choose someone who feels opposite of you, it messes with your self worth because your mind asks this: Was I not enough? Or what do I like? What do they have that I don't? See, that comparison is the last hook of the trauma bar. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, the other person isn't winning. They're just playing a different role. No one in that dynamic is truly safe or fulfilled. Okay? When I was unhealed, I didn't choose partners who reflected my best self. I chose partners who made my insecurities quiet. You had to make me feel like God all times. That's not love. That's avoidance. That's avoidance. So when a narcissist leaves you for someone who doesn't make sense to you, it's not a downgrade or an upgrade. It's a regulation decision. You hear me? Don't forget that. Write that down. I'm telling you, it's a regulation decision. It's business. You feel me? It's business. Don't measure your worth against someone else's role in a pattern. Your value was never the issue, okay? Don't forget that. Next question. It got nothing to do with y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Matter of fact, we about to get into the lesson. What chapter we on, chat? CTU. What chapter we on? We about to get back into the lesson. What chapter we on? Lesson 1, chapter what? We got 6 chapters. You feel me? Hey y'all, if you just tuning in, we got one lesson, y'all. The lesson is when the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. It's on the screen. It's the title. Send a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Send a disc. We on TikTok and YouTube. We on chapter 3. Let's get it. I know the chapters. Trust me, I know the chapter. I just be wanting to see who pay attention. It would just be trick questions. Some of y'all be paying attention. Some of y'all just, it don't matter. We locked in. Y'all ready? Put a Christmas tree if y'all ready. You feel me? For chapter 3. Ooh, y'all ready for this? You just in time. It's 6 chapters, so you're not late. Perfect time. This is alignment. You hear me? Listen, this is lesson 1. We about to do, it's less. No, this is one lesson. This is chapter 3. Okay? But the name of the lesson is when the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. Meaning, as a narcissist, I want to steal your nervous. I want to hijack your identity. I want to break you. No remorse for the weak. No remorse for the impact. See, that's the name of the lesson. Now, we about to get into chapter 3 of the lesson, okay? We got 6 chapters. Now, this is the name of chapter 3, y'all. Listen. Chapter 3 is how chronic emotional threats turn into physical symptoms. I'm going to say this again. How chronic emotional threat turns into physical symptoms. See, this chapter explains why people say, I left and then my body fell apart. And why that doesn't mean you're weak. It means your body finally felt safe enough to speak, okay? I'm gonna break this shit down, okay? You feel me? Listen. See, I'm not diagnosing anyone, okay? I'm explaining mechanism. Listen, the body doesn't punish you for trauma. It protects you until it can't. You feel me? See, listen. What happens when emotional threat never turns off? See, long-term narcissistic dynamics keep the nervous system in low-grade survival, y'all. It's psychology. Low-grade survival. Not always screaming danger, often quiet vigilance. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that means this. Listen, your body is always scanning. Your muscles never fully release. Your breath stays shallow. Your gut stays tight. And your sleep never fully restores. See, your body learned to live brace. Your body learned to live brace. See, when the body holds it instead of expressing it, I'm about to tell y'all, listen, y'all, why the body holds it instead of expressing it, okay? See, when you're in a relationship where expressing emotion makes things worse, the body learns to suppress signals, okay? So instead of crying, resting, slowing down, saying no, your body does this. Your body tighten. It's holding. It's pushing through. It's numbing. You know what I'm saying? See, suppressed emotion doesn't disappear, y'all. It gets stored. You feel me? It gets stored. See, now I'm gonna tell y'all where it gets stored. See, muscles, chronic tension, pain, jaw clenching. That's the first place. In the gut, these are other places. IBS, nausea, appetite changes, your skin, your flare ups, you get rashes, you get eczema. You know what I'm saying? Sleep, nightmares, exhaustion, insomnia. Listen, your heart and your breath, tight chest, shallow breathing. All of this, see, the body expresses what the nervous system couldn't resolve. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all why symptoms often appear after you leave, okay? Listen, listen. While you were in survival mode, your body was focused on one job, keeping you functioning, okay? So it delays symptoms. Then you leave, the threat drops, the adrenaline lowers, and suddenly this fatigue hits, pain shows up, emotions surface, and your body slows down. See, you didn't get sick because you left. You notice your body because you finally stopped running. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why people think they're losing it. See, this is why people be thinking they're losing it. A lot of people think something is wrong with them when symptoms show up later, okay? Because they say, I should feel better now. Why am I worse? Or what's happening to me? See, healing isn't linear, okay? It's release. You feel me? Release looks like this: shaking, crying, sleeping, aches, emotional waves. That's the nervous system recalibrating, you know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all. While you were carrying my regulation, you didn't have space to carry yourself. You know that? Your body waited its turn. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all why this can feel spiritual or dark. See, when the body finally releases years of held stress, it can feel overwhelming, okay? Because it's pre-verbal, because it's physical, it's emotional, and it's ancient. You know what I'm saying? Anything stored before language feels spiritual when it releases. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, steroids too. Exactly. Hell yeah. See, listen, I'm gonna tell you what makes it worse. See, what keeps symptoms stuck isn't the trauma, y'all. It's self judgment, okay? When people say this, I should be over this, I'm weak, I'm broken, the nervous system tightens again. Compassion tells the body it's safe to finish. You hear me? Compassion tells the body it's safe to finish. You hear me? I'm gonna tell y'all what actually helps after this stage. She listen, y'all. Healing at this level isn't about talking more, Joe. Okay? It's about listening. This is what I mean. See, rest without guilt, slow routines, gentle movement, predictable days, safety over stimulation. See, the body doesn't need answers, it just needs permission. The body doesn't need answers, okay? It needs permission. See, this is what happens when the nervous system is hijacked too long. This is what happens. First, it borrows, then it braces, and then the body speaks. I'm gonna say that again. First, it borrows, then it braces, and then the body speaks. See, in the next chapter, y'all, I'm going to explain why narcissists often escalate or disappear when your body starts healing, okay? Drop your question in the comments. We decoded. If you just came in here, you're not missing nothing. We got a lesson going on. We got 6 chapters. We're gonna do chapter 4 next. You know what I'm saying? Ask your questions in the chat. No cap. You feel me? In the next chapter, we're gonna explain I'm going to explain why narcs often escalate or disappear when your body starts healing. Oh, you getting all the books? Yeah, they on Amazon. You gonna love the books too. Love, I appreciate you. CTU. I need to come in. We in this. I know we do daily lessons. CTU. Link in my bio. You feel me? Ask me some more questions though. What's up? Talk to me. Ask me a question, y'all. I'm gonna ask. You feel me? Don't mention my name if you mention the body. Don't mention my name if you mention the bodies. You said, can long-term trauma cause headaches, pass out body shakes? Yes, long-term traumatic can cause headaches, faint-like episodes, and body shaking. And I want to explain that without scaring you, though. You know what I'm saying? See, look, when the nervous system has been under threat for a long time, it doesn't just store stress in thoughts. It stores it in the body reflexes. You hear me? In the body reflexes. So when the system gets overwhelmed or finally tries to release, you can see headaches, migraines. You know what I'm saying? From chronic muscle tension plus stress hormones. You can see feeling fainting or passing out too. You know what I'm saying? From chronic muscle tension. You know what I'm saying? Listen, another thing is body shaking and trembling. The nervous system discharges stored survival energy. You could have sudden drops in blood pressure. I'm telling you, it's a lot. Shaking isn't your body breaking though. It's your body trying to reset. You know what I'm saying? So that said, anytime someone is passing out or having severe physical symptoms, they should always get checked by a medical professional. You feel me? No cap. Not because it's all in your head, but because trauma and the body interact, and they both deserve care. You feel me? Like when you in survival mode, your body stays upright at all costs. You know what I'm saying? See, once the threat lowers, adrenaline drops, control loosens, stored stress releases. You know what I'm saying? That's when symptoms can appear. See, your body waits until it feels safer enough to let go. You feel me? When someone was regulating me for a long time, listen, they didn't have space to feel what their body was holding. And I know that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean they're weak, though. It means they survive. See, this is what I mean when I say the nervous system gets hijacked too long and the body eventually speaks. You know what I'm saying? If your body is doing this, listen to it with compassion and get support with shame, just to make sure you take care of that. You feel me? You're not broken. Your system is trying to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Next question though. You feel me? Answer another question. Mm-mm-mm. We're gonna get into the lesson next. I'm gonna answer one more question, y'all. Then we're gonna get into the next chapter. Chapter 4, we got 6 chapters. You feel me? So if you in here, you just coming, you perfect timing. God aligned. You feel me? So ask me another question. You feel me? No cap. You said it's been 13 years. Why does it still hurt? See, it still hurts after 13 years because time doesn't heal trauma, y'all. Safety does. Safety does. This is why it can still hurt years later, see. Trauma doesn't live in the calendar. It lives in the nervous system. If the nervous system never got safety, never got repair, never got validation, never got integration, then the body keeps holding the memory as if it's still happening. You know what I'm saying? See, your body does, it measures you feel me? That's what the body, this psychology, see. Listen, what actually kept the pain alive, I'm gonna tell you. See, you may have moved on externally, you may have stayed strong, you may have avoided thinking about it, but inside, your body stayed braced, your intuition stayed cautious, and your heart stayed ground like guarded up. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you survived it, but you were never given space to finish it. That's why it still hurts after 13 years. You know what I'm saying? See, listen, and this is why it can resurface after long gaps, y'all. See, pain comes back when the nervous system finally feels safe enough to release it. See, often this happens when like life slows down, when relationships calm, when kids grow up, when chaos decreases. See, the pain didn't get stronger. You just got safer. You know what I'm saying? See, this does not mean you're broken though. You know what I'm saying? 13 years of pain doesn't mean you failed to heal. It means you adapted to survive. Your body chose functionality over feeling, endurance over expression, and stability over release. See, that kept you alive. You know what I'm saying? See, listen, pain that lasts long isn't a wound. It's a message that never got answered. You know what I'm saying? And the message is usually this: grief, betrayal, loss of self, unanswered why, or stolen safety. You know what I'm saying? See, this is what happens when the nervous system is hijacked too long. See, the body holds the memory until someone finally listens. See, the fact that it still hurts doesn't mean it's punishment. It means it's ready. See, healing doesn't start when the pain disappears. It starts when the pain is finally met. You're not late. You're right on time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready to get back into the lesson? Chapter 4. We're on chapter 4. You feel me? If y'all ready, put a Christmas tree. Chapter 4. Y'all better have y'all notes. Man, listen. Shit about to get real Mickey and tricky. Dark. Pay attention though. Alright, y'all look. For the one just coming in here, perfect timing. We're on chapter 4, lesson. The name of the lesson is when a nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking, meaning me as a narcissist, I want to hijack your nervous system. I want to crush you. No sympathy for the weak. You hear me? No cap, man. Listen, y'all. This is chapter 4. Why healing threaten unhealed narcissists and what they do when the pattern starts dying, okay? This chapter, y'all, explains why things often get worse when you start healing and why that isn't a setback. It's a signal, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all, listen. First, what healing looks like to a narcissist. That's what I'm gonna tell you. This is what healing looks like to a narcissist. See, healing doesn't look like growth to an unhealed narcissist. It looks like loss of access. So when you heal, you stop reacting. You stop explaining. You stop chasing. You stop over functioning. You stop blending your calm. See, your healing removes the supply, not the person. Okay? That's the threat. Your healing removes the supply, not the person. Look, now I'm gonna tell y'all why the narcissist nervous system panics. See, an unhealed narcissist regulates through this. This is how we regulate through your reactions, through your reassurance, through your presence, through your attention, through your emotional labor. See, when that disappears, the nervous system experiences this instability, exposure, emptiness, shame, loss of identity. See, what feels like peace to you feels like free fall to them. See, now I'm gonna tell y'all, look, how the panic shows up, y'all. Okay, listen to me. This is how the panic show. These are common patterns, y'all. Walk with me. These are common patterns. Common patterns. See, when healing starts, narcissists often do this. Okay, escalate contact, provoke conflict, guilt trip. Y'all need to write these down, man. Cause look, I'm telling y'all, this is going to happen, y'all. I'm telling you. Like I said, when healing starts, narcissists often escalate contact, provoke conflict, guilt trip, hoover, smear, disappear suddenly, reappear change, accuse you of being cold. See, these aren't signals of love. They're signs of regulation loss. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you why your calm feels like abandonment to them when you're calm. Why it feels like when you're calm, it's abandonment. It feels like abandonment. Okay? See, unhealthy narcissists don't experience calm as safety. They experience it as rejection because calm means this: no mirror, no reassurance, no emotional feedback, no proof of importance. Silence doesn't say I'm okay to them. It says I don't exist. That's why they react. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell y'all, look, why they may turn cruel or dismissive. See, when shame rises and regulation is gone, cruelty becomes a defense. Yeah, it's coming. I'm just saying, not because they want to hurt you, but because hurting pushes feeling away. Hurting pushes feeling away. Cruelty numbs shame. That's the mechanism. You feel me? See, when I wasn't healed, y'all, sometimes growth felt like betrayal. Not because they changed, but because I lost my anchor. That anchor wasn't love, it was regulation. See, now I'm gonna tell you why your body feels afraid when you're doing the right thing, okay? This is why your body feels afraid when you're doing the right thing, y'all. Okay? That's a lot of new people coming in, y'all. This is chapter 4. We got 6 chapters. You're in perfect timing. So look, the lesson is on the screen. And I'm gonna tell y'all why your body feels afraid when you're doing the right thing, okay? When a narcissist reacts to your healing, your body may interpret it as danger. You feel me? Because your nervous system learned this. Calm leads to retaliation. Boundaries lead to conflict. And growth leads to loss. See, your body confuses healing with threat because of the past, y'all. That's conditioning, not intuition. You hear me? See, if you can stay regulated here, the pattern breaks. Listen, listen. I'm about to break this down. Okay, this is the most important phase, y'all. Okay, if you can stay regulated here, the pattern breaks. I need y'all to listen. This is the fork in the road, y'all. React, the pattern survives. Stay calm, pattern dies. Anything that needs your dysregulation to survive will fight your healing. What it means when they disappear, okay? I'm gonna tell you what it means when they disappear. See, sometimes narcissists disappear when you heal, okay? Not because you didn't matter, not because they moved on, not because you weren't enough. No, but because the role is gone, the regulation source is gone, and the pattern can't run. See, absence isn't closure, y'all. It's collapse. Or if we leave, it's collapse. We just will never tell you that. My ego won't let me tell you that. See, this is what happens when the nervous system is hijacked too long and then finally released. Healing threatens what survived on borrowing. You hear me? See, in the next chapter, I'm going to explain why some people feel empty when narcissist finally lets go and how to rebuild identity without chaos, okay? Drop your questions in the comments. I'm decoding, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And then we're going to get to chapter 5. You feel me? Ask me some more questions. Ain't gotta live like that no more. Ask me a question, y'all. You said why they can't regulate themselves. Look, look, because they can't regulate themselves because regulation is learned in relationship and it was never completed. You feel me? What self-regulation actually is, see. Self-regulation, listen, y'all. Self-regulation is the ability to feel emotion without collapsing, attacking, or escaping. That skill is not automatic, okay? It's trained. Nobody is born knowing how to regulate themselves. You get what I'm saying? Nobody is born that way. Saying this is how regulation is supposed to develop. See, as children, we learn regulation when when a caregiver helps us calm down over and over. You know what I'm saying? That's when we learn as a child. Things like being soothed when distressed, having emotions named, being reassured without shame. You know what I'm saying? And being allowed to feel without punishment. Over time, the brain internalizes that calm. See, regulation becomes internal only after it was external first. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you what goes wrong for unhealed narcissists. See, in narcissist development, that was interrupted. You know what I'm saying? Instead of soothing and safety, they experience neglect, inconsistency, emotional punishment, chaos, conditional love, or too much praise. It's a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like so the nervous system learn I cannot feel safety. I must control instead. That's the key. See, now I'm gonna tell you why control replace regulation. Control is a shortcut to calm. If I control the environment, if I control the narrative, if I control the people, if I can control the image, I don't have to feel uncertainty. Control regulates when self-soothing is missing. That's why narcissists dominate conversations. That's why narcissists manipulate stories. That's why narcissists provoke reactions. That's why narcissists fear vulnerability. See, now I'm gonna tell you why they borrow other people's nervous systems. See, because self-regulation never developed. They rely on co-regulation. Write that word down. It's psychology, y'all. That's what co-regulation. This is what we rely on. They use your calm, your reassurance, your empathy, your attention, Borrowing regulation feels safer than learning it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather borrow yours and take it empathy than learning it. Y'all with me now? Y'all with me? Listen, before I was self aware, I didn't know how to sit with discomfort, okay? I needed someone else to hold it for me. You know what I'm saying? That humanizes without excusing. You hear me? That humanizes without excusing. I just need you to hold it for me, baby. Not being able, listen, like, not being able to regulate explains behavior. It does not excuse harm. You get me? So narcissists don't struggle because they're evil. They struggle because a skill was never completed. And any unfinished skill will keep outsourcing itself. You know what I'm saying? Next question. I answer one more question, then we're going to get back into the lesson. Chapter 5. You get what I'm saying? I hope that answers your question. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Mm-hmm. Ask me another question. Ain't gotta live like that no more. You said, why do they want eye contact so much? Because, look, eye contact isn't about connection for an unhealed narcissist. It's about stability. Stability. You feel me? That's what it's about. Hold on, y'all. Give me some. I gotta get some of my. I break that down, though. You feel me? Give me a second. Get some of my icebreakers, man. No cap. A nigga play, gotta go. See you later, adios. All I wanted was the dough. Ain't no more cooking dough. Ain't gotta live like that. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Listen, give me a second. Let me just refresh my my lungs, you can say. You feel me? Cause when I talk, I want y'all to hear me. So just take my chewing as ASMR. Give me a second. You feel me? I know some of y'all like ASMR. It's peaceful. You feel me, Kylie? Alright, look. About to lock back in, y'all. Alright, y'all, look. The last thing I was saying, though, someone asked me, like, what they asked me? Why do they, I think Lisa said, Lisa, what you guys said? The eye contact? That's what you asked, right? Alright, look. It's a good question. Listen, y'all. eye contact, like eye contact isn't about connection for an unhealed narcissist, okay? Like I said, it's about stability. See, eye contact gives immediate nervous system feedback. You know what I'm saying? When they look into your eyes, they're reading this, your emotional state. Whether they still matter, whether they have influence, whether you're present or pulling away. See, your eyes tell them if the bond is still intact. You know what I'm saying? That information right there regulates them. You feel me? It regulates them. Eye contact is look as listen, eye contact as a regulation tool, okay? That's what we use it for. See, eye contact confirms attention. Attention confirms importance. Importance calms insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Being seen by you helps them feel real. When that feeling is fragile, they seek it more. You feel me? Seek it more. You know what I'm saying? This is why it can feel intense or uncomfortable. See, if their eye contact felt overwhelming, your body was nothing. Like it was like I'm gonna say your body was like if their eye contact felt like overwhelming, y'all gotta understand like your body was noticing like pressure, not intimacy, because it can do this. It can demand presence instead of invite. It can pull energy towards them, and it can override your your autonomy. See, look, healthy eye contact. They gotta understand feels mutual. Dysregulated eye contact feels consuming. Okay, eye contact. Listen, eye contact also helps control the interaction. Y'all know that, right? It lets them monitor reactions in real time. It lets them adjust manipulation instantly. It lets them maintain dominance in conversation. See, it keeps them oriented and keeps you engaged. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all hear me? TikTok, y'all can hear me? Uh, yeah, y'all gotta understand. Like before I healed, eye contact grounded me because I didn't know how to ground myself. You feel me? That's not connection. That's reliance. This is another way narcissists bar regulation, y'all, through attention, proximity, and feedback. Same pattern. Like I said, different behavior. You know what I mean? If someone demands eye contact and it feels wrong, trust the signal. Trust that signal. Regulation should never come at the cost of your comfort. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready for the next chapter 5? Put a Christmas tree. Ain't gotta live like that no more. We're about to break this shit down. Let's go. Alright, y'all. Yeah. This is chapter 5 of the lesson. When the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking, meaning as in me as being a narcissist. When I hijack your nervous system and crush your ass. You feel me? No sympathy for the weak. You hear me? No cat. No sympathy for the empath. So listen to chapter 5, y'all. Chapter 5, this is the identity void, okay? The identity void. Why it feels empty when a narcissist is gone and how the body rebuilds a self without chaos, okay? I'm gonna say that again for y'all. Chapter 5, the identity void. Why it feels empty when a narcissist is gone and how the body rebuilds a self without chaos. See, this chapter explains something nobody prepares you for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, this chapter explains something. No, listen. This is why, because when a narcissist finally lets go or you walk away, you don't feel free right away. You gonna feel empty. You feel empty. You feel me? Now I'm gonna tell you what the empty feeling actually is, okay? what that empty feeling actually is. See, that emptiness isn't loneliness, y'all. It's the absence of a role. See, it's the absence of a role. For a long time, your nervous system had a job to anticipate moods, regulate reactions, manage conflict, hold things together, to stay alert. See, when the job ends, the body doesn't celebrate. It looks for instructions. That's the void. You know what I'm saying? See, now I'm gonna tell y'all why the body misses the pattern, y'all, okay? Not the person. Your body misses the pattern, not the person, see. Listen, your body doesn't miss the abuse. It misses the structure. Chaos created this predictability in its own way. It created rhythm. It created purpose. Chaos created urgency, see. When chaos leaves, the body asks this: what do I do now? What do I do now? See, that question feels like emptiness. That's what your body do. We know this, y'all. See, you're not crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all, look, why this is the most dangerous phase for relapse, okay? Pay attention. See, in the void, the nervous system wants movement, okay? Movement can look like this: texting them, checking their social media, replaying memories, starting another intense connection, creating drama, or blaming yourself. See, intensity feels like identity when selfhood hasn't been rebuilt yet. This is why people go back or jump forward too fast. You get what I'm saying? See, from the narcissist side, y'all, that void exists too, though. When regulation sources disappear, identity collapses, restlessness spikes, boredom feels unbearable, emptiness turns into rage or distraction. See, that's why narcissists often replace quickly or escalate behaviors. Not love, y'all. Avoidance of the void. Avoidance of the void. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why healing feels boring at first, okay? See, for y'all, see, early healing is quiet. Quiet feels unsafe to a nervous system trained on urgency. So people think this isn't working, or I feel nothing, or I'm numb, or I need something to feel alive. See, boredom is not failure, y'all. It's decompression. It's decompression. See, I'm gonna tell y'all how identity built, like how identity was built around regulation. Okay, this is how identity was built around regulation. Okay, see, in narcissistic dynamics, identity forms around what you do for others. You became the calm one, the fixer, the emotional translator, the strong one, the one who holds it all together. When that role ends, identity hasn't arrived yet. So the body waits. Okay, so the body waits. And I'm gonna tell y'all, look, what the body needs in this void, y'all. In this void, this is what the body needs in this void. Do not listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, look, the body rebuilds identity through repetition, okay? Not insight. That means consistent routines, predictable days, gentle movement, rest without guilt. You gotta rest without guilt. Neutral pleasure, y'all. Walking, music, light tasks. You know what I'm saying? Identity returns when the body learns it's safe without performance. Okay? Now I'm about to tell y'all what makes the void last longer, y'all. See, warning, y'all. Look, the void stretches when people rush to fill it, filling it with new chaos, overthinking, self blame, comparison, spiritual bypassing. See, nothing heals identity faster than patience. Nothing delays it more than urgency. You hear me? Nothing heals identity faster than patience. Nothing delays it more than urgency. You know what I'm saying? See, one day, without fanfare, the body stops asking for chaos. It happens quietly. You wake up steadier. Your chest feels lighter. Your reactions soften. Your focus returns. Your preferences come back. See, that's identity reforming. You know what I'm saying? Not because you forced it, because you stay regulated long enough. You know what I'm saying? See, This is what happens when the nervous system is hijacked too long and then finally released. First, the body speaks, and then the identity rebuilds. See, in the next chapter, I'm going to explain how this entire cycle finally ends and what true regulation looks like without borrowing it from anyone, okay? Drop y'all questions. I'm decoding it, okay? No cap. I'm gonna answer some more questions. I got y'all. I have some more questions. You said, why are they so mean? Were you mean? Yeah, yes, I was mean. And I'm not gonna lie about that. I definitely was mean. See, I'm gonna tell you this though. Look, listen. Mean behavior isn't confidence. It's defense, okay? When a narcissist is mean, what's happening underneath is this. Shame is rising, okay? Vulnerability feels dangerous. Controls feels threatened. And the nervous system is overwhelmed. See, cruelty is what comes out when someone doesn't know how to sit with discomfort. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what meanness does for the narcissist. See, it pushes feelings away. It creates distance from shame. It restores a sense of power. It stops vulnerability instantly. See, being mean numbs what we're afraid to feel. That's the mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell you why it's often aimed at the closest person. See, narcissists aren't usually mean to strangers first. You know what I'm saying? They're mean to the person who sees them because closeness creates exposure, dependency, and fear of being seen as flawed. See, the closer you are, the more dangerous you feel. So the meaningness, like when somebody mean, like a narcissist, when a narcissist mean, it's not random. It's proximity triggered. You know what I'm saying? See, when I was unhealed, y'all, I used meanness to stay in control. Simple, just to stay in control. If I hurt first, I didn't have to feel. If I hurt first, I didn't have to feel. See, understanding why someone is mean does not excuse it. Mean behavior is still abusive, damaging, and unacceptable. See, pain explains behavior. It doesn't justify harm. You know what I'm saying? See, when you stop reacting, meanness often gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Because the tactic isn't working, regulation isn't coming, and shame increases. You know what I'm saying? So the nervous system push harder. See, cruelty escalates when control is slipping. You know what I'm saying? See, mean behavior is another way narcissists bar regulation by provoking pain instead of facing it. You know what I'm saying? See, if someone is mean to you, you don't need to understand them better. You need distance. You hear me? You need distance. Empathy without boundaries is self betrayal. Empathy without boundaries is self betrayal. You feel me? Next question. Don't betray you. Okay. I don't know. What's your question, Colin? I didn't see it. Sometimes they filter. Type it again. I gotta try to break this shit down like a Christmas tree. You said if they stole your confidence and you leave, do they keep some or all even you generate more? Yeah, Kylie, I really can't see your question for real. Ask it on YouTube. I'm on YouTube too. You feel me? Y'all ready? Like, she said, what was your last straw to push you into heaven? See, my last straw wasn't one moment. It was realizing I was going to die if I didn't change. That was my last straw. See, I almost died more than once. I got stabbed like 7 times. I lay reckless. I got set up by women. I stayed in survival. And then, because I was always trying to manipulate women. So at some point, survival stops feeling powerful and starts feeling empty. I wasn't living. I was reacting. That's the turning point. Yeah. When someone lives like in survival long enough, the body eventually forces to stop. Not because life is cruel, because the system can't sustain that level of threat forever. You know what I'm saying? Pain becomes the teacher when awareness hasn't arrived yet. You know what I'm saying? I realized I wasn't just hurting others. I was destroying myself. That's the only reason I stopped. Like, I had to realize I was destroying myself. And nobody was coming to save me. You know what I'm saying? That's accountability without shame. See, healing started when I stopped blaming the world and started asking, what does my nervous system need? Like, why do I need this shit to feel alive? Like, see, that, you get what I'm saying? Like, that question, I don't know. I kept asking that question. See, I didn't need more control. I just needed regulation. I don't tell a story so anyone thinks pain is required to heal. No, you don't need to almost die to choose yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is just what happens when a nervous system is hijacked too long. Eventually, the cause becomes undeniable. Healing didn't make me weak. It gave me a life I didn't have to escape from. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to your body before it forces you to stop, y'all, that's wisdom. It forced me to stop. You feel me? I'm like, I'm gonna die. Okay. Not ready for chapter 6? Put a Christmas tree. You ready? Let's go. Alright, y'all, look. It says chapter 6 of the lesson, when the nervous system is hijacked too long, the body starts speaking. Meaning, me as a narcissist, I want to hijack your nervous system. I want to break you down like a fucking Christmas. I want to destroy your identity. No remorse for the weak. No remorse for the empaths. Okay? Now listen. This is chapter 6. Perfect timing. Now look. Chapter 6 is called How the Cycle Actually Ends and What Real Regulation Looks Like Without Borrowing. Okay? See, this last chapter is about the end of the cycle. Okay? It's about the end of the cycle. Not revenge. Not closure from them. And not answers. Okay? See, it's about what happens when your nervous system no longer needs chaos to feel alive. You feel me? See, first, listen, what ending really means, okay? Ending doesn't mean you stop thinking about them overnight, okay? Ending means your body stop organizing itself around them, okay? That's the real finish line. See, healing is not forgetting. Healing is no longer being oriented towards the threat. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna tell you how the pattern finally dies. How the pattern finally dies. Listen. See, the cycle ends when three things stop happening. Number one, you stop reacting. Number two, you stop explaining. Number three, you stop self-abandoning to keep peace. You stop self-abandoning to keep the peace. See, narcissistic patterns survive on movement. When you become still, the pattern starts, y'all. Not immediately, okay? Gradually. Not immediately. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not, but gradually, okay? See, I'm gonna tell y'all, look, what real self-regulation actually looks like, okay? This is what real self-regulation actually looks like, okay? Listen, see, most people misunderstand this part. Self-regulation isn't about being calm all the time, okay? It's about being able to feel without collapsing, okay? It's about being able to feel without collapsing. See, listen, you feel anger, but you don't explode. You feel grief, but you don't drown. You feel fear, but you don't chase chaos. See, regulation means emotion passes through you, not over you. Okay? Now I'm gonna tell y'all what changes in the body when regulation returns. See, these are physical shifts. See, breath deepens, jaw unclenches, shoulder drops, the sleep improves, appetite normalizes, reactions slow. See, your body stops bracing for impact. Your body literally gonna stop bracing for impact. See, look, but listen, y'all. That's not happiness yet, okay? That's safety. That's not happiness. That's just safety, okay? See, and I'm gonna tell y'all why this feels uncomfortable at first, okay? See, listen, when your body has lived in survival, calm can feel wrong because chaos was familiar, because urgency felt normal, because stillness felt exposed. You know what I'm saying? See, peace feels boring to the nervous system trained on danger. Peace feels boring to a nervous system trained on danger. And that's all we trained, you see. That doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're rewiring, okay? Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all from the narcissist side, see, listen, this is where the identity either heals or collapses. See, if we learn to sit with shame, tolerate discomfort, self-regulate, stop borrowing, then change is possible. If not, the pattern repeats. New people replace old roles, and the body never rests. See, the pattern doesn't end because someone leaves. It ends when regulation becomes internal. See, and I'm gonna tell you, this is why you don't need closure from them. See, closure doesn't come from understanding them better. It comes from your body realizing it's safe without them. Okay? Once that happens, questions lose charge, Memories soften, and anger stops running the show. See, when the body is calm, the mind lets go. When the body is calm, the mind lets go. Let me tell y'all what a healed connection feels like. See, listen, healthy connections doesn't spike your nervous system. Okay, it feels steady. It feels mutual. It feels boring at first. It feels safe. It feels consistent. See, if your body isn't exhausted, anxious, or shrinking, you're closer to health. Okay? See, nothing was wrong with you for staying so long. Okay? Your nervous system was doing its job, surviving, and now it's allowed to do a new job, living. See, what this mean moving forward is you don't chase intensity. You don't explain your boundaries. You don't argue for your reality. And you don't prove your worth. See, you choose calm. You choose calm even when chaos is familiar. You hear me? You choose calm even when chaos is familiar. That choice repeated ends the cycle, y'all. That choice repeated ends the cycle. See, this wasn't about narcissists. It was about what prolonged survival does to a human body. Okay, this wasn't about narcissism. Y'all. It was about what prolonged survival does to a human body, and the body can heal. If this masterclass landed in your body, not just in your mind, CTU is where the four work lives. Link in my bio, though, man. Listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna bring one person up. One or two I'm gonna bring somebody up who wanna come up here and ask me a question. One or two people, real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to talk real quick before we end the live. Some people like when we ask questions and stuff. Request to join the live right now. That's what we gonna do. If you wanna ask me a question, request to join the live. All right. That nigga Blake, he gotta go. Yeah, I'm about to bring up two people so y'all can see how this work in real time. You feel me? All right. And make sure y'all ask questions, y'all. No spiraling, y'all. Just ask questions. Hold on. What type of box is this? Let me switch this. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming up here. Somebody said if he was a nurse. Hold on real quick, y'all. Give me a second.
Hey y'all, I'm Leah. As you come up in the boxes, just remember to mute so everybody can hear each other unless Mira is addressing you, okay? It'll help things run smoothly. And try to minimize your time to about one or two questions so other people have chances, okay?
Mm-hmm. All right. Now we're gonna do it. I see you later. Adios. You can hear me, Lily?
Yes.
Okay, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's up? Talk to me. What's going on?
I was wondering how you became so self aware and are able to put yourself out there on the internet because it's amazing what you're doing. I was with a narcissist for like 7 years, and it took me until about 4 months ago to figure out what was going on. Um, and I've been no contact for 35 days. I'm sorry, 65 days. So, how did you become self aware?
How did I become self aware?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna say this. I didn't wake up self aware. I got forced into it. See, self awareness, it didn't come from confidence, it came from consequences. See, it kept repeating the same pattern. I kept literally doing the same things, same patterns, hurting people, hurting myself, almost
Okay.
died. You know what I'm saying? Losing control instead of gaining it. I was losing a lot of control. See, at some point, blaming everyone else stopped working. I realized I
Mhm.
wasn't just reacting to the world, my nervous system was running me. See, putting myself out there wasn't about being brave, it was about being done hiding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shame survives in silence, awareness kills it. You know what I'm saying? Once I stopped defending who I used to be, I was finally free to change. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and what did it take for you to get to that point, though? Did something catastrophic happen? I know you have a lot of things you said in your past that led to this, but was there one final thing where you were like, oh my God, what's wrong with me?
It's just because I was forced. That's it. It was because of death. No, it was not one final thing. It was a pattern I couldn't outrun anymore. Man, people think self awareness comes from one big wake up call. No, for me, it came from the same pain showing up in different forms. You get what I'm saying? Different people, different situation, same outcome. See, I realized I was always surviving, but never at peace. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
could win
yeah.
arguments, control rooms, intimidate situations, but I couldn't sit with myself. You know what I'm saying? See, when,
Oh,
when survival works, you don't question it. It keeps you alive. It gets results. It protects you. So the nervous system says, why change? Until the cost gets too high. See, eventually the body gets tired of being in fight mode. You know what I'm saying? So the turning point was realizing I wasn't just reacting to danger, I was creating it. You know what I'm saying? Not because I was evil, but because my system didn't know another way to feel in control. See, that's self awareness. See, if it was one event, I could blame the event. You know what I'm saying? But because it was a pattern, you had to face yourself. You know what I'm saying? See, patterns don't point outward, they point inward. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
See, self awareness didn't come when my life fell apart. It came when I stopped running from the part of me that was hurting everyone, including myself. See, that's not a moment. That's a decision you keep making. You know what I'm saying? Next question, though,
Yeah,
y'all.
it's just very rare that a narcissist becomes self aware and puts in the effort to change and takes accountability and realizes the damage they have caused because most are in denial.
You said they be in denial. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean, my
I got. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Look. See, it's not weird once you understand what denial is protecting. Okay. See, why denial is central, like to narcissism. See, denial isn't lying to others; it's shielding the nervous system from collapse. You know what I'm saying? See,
oh yeah,
for an unhealed narcissist, seeing the truth would mean this: feeling shamefully, confronting harm done, and losing the identity that kept them safe. See, sitting with vulnerability, they were never taught to handle. Listen, denial is how the system avoids emotional overload. What denial actually does, it keeps the self image intact. It prevents emotional flooding. It maintains a sense of control and avoids responsibility without feeling bad. See, if I don't see it, I don't have to feel it. That's the mechanism. See, why denial can last for years too. See, because denial works until it doesn't. It keeps them functioning. It keeps relationships going. It keeps the nervous system regulated enough. See, You don't question the strategy that keeps you standing until the call show up. You know what I'm saying? See, I wasn't in denial because I didn't know. I was in denial because no one felt dangerous. Truth felt like free fall. That humanizes without, you know what I'm saying?
Are you in therapy or
See,
were you?
nah, hell no therapy. Listen, therapy, I told y'all, we don't know. Like, narcissists won't really go to therapy for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say this, man. If a narcissist ever go to therapy, it's not for the right reason. But I appreciate you coming up here. I'm gonna answer somebody else's question. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
thank you. Can you drop me down? I don't know how.
Gotcha. Thank you for coming up here. Appreciate you.
Appreciate.
How you doing, Lit? Lit?
Hi, hi. My name is Nadia.
How you doing, Nadia?
Fan. Yeah, I'm a new fan from Sweden. Um, I've been living with a narcissist, married for 15 years. We have a child together, and I just wanted to get your opinion on
Mm-hmm.
lying, manipulation. I recently found out that we're in a process of divorce. It's a very long-winded process, and he is obviously trying to get a fresh new supply. And I realized that he's using AI generated replies to reply to women, and this brings into like a lot of memories and emotions of how he used to say the right things to me. And I just wanted to know, like, sometimes when I look at like the stuff that he's reading, because all of this is um, all the things he has the same iCloud as my son, and my son's iPad is like, I guess I'm reading the stuff that he reads and posts, and I know I'm not supposed to do that. It hurts me, but actually it gives me a lot of
What's your
clarity.
question?
My question is it normal for them to like do this like all the time? Um, Now using AI before mirroring people's responses. I just feel like where are they are they ever going to be genuine or authentic?
Okay. Listen to me. I got you. I'm gonna say this. See, first, I'm really glad that you said that out loud because what you described it is confusion. Okay, and confusion exactly what long-term manipulation creates. See, about the lying and manipulating. Let me tell you, see, for an unhealed narcissist, lying isn't always about tricking people. It's about maintaining an identity. See, the truth will require consistency, accountability, and emotional presence. So instead, they borrow language. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. Now I'm gonna tell you why he using AI to talk to women. See, using AI to talk to women makes complete sense for a narcissist. It's normal. Yeah, see, AI gives him what he lacks: emotional language without emotional labor. He doesn't have to feel. He doesn't have to reflect. He doesn't have to be vulnerable. He doesn't have to be because he don't even got to remember the conversation. Shit, you feel me? Listen, AI lets him
Yeah.
perform intimacy without having to be intimate. See, that's why it hurts you because the words sound familiar. You know what I'm saying? See, now I'm gonna tell you why it triggers memories for you. See, of course it brings memories back. Those words once meant something to you, but what you're seeing now proves something important. See, it proves. Listen, the words were never the proof. The consistency was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? AI exposes the pattern. It didn't create it. You know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah.
you said it's just normal for a narcissist. See, yes, it's very common. See, why? Because narcissists struggle to generate authentic emotional language. Narcissists mirror what works. Narcissists recycle scripts. Narcissists repeat phases. Narcissists use tools that help them maintain image. See, anything that helps them appear connected without feeling exposed will be used. We're gonna use whatever the fuck we can. And you ask me, are they ever going to be genuine? See, listen, they can be genuine, but only if they do the work. See, genuineness requires self awareness, accountability, and the ability to sit with with shame. You hear me? Most don't choose that path. You understand me? Without healing, the connection will always be scripted, even if the script changes. See, AI just makes the script more obvious. You know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah.
what that means for you after 15 years, see, after 15 years, your nervous system knows the truth. Even if your heart is still catching up, see, you didn't imagine it. You weren't crazy. You weren't too sensitive, see. If he could be genuine without help, you would have seen it already, see. That's not blame. That's clarity. You know what I'm saying? See, listen, now, important note about your child, okay? See, your child doesn't need a perfect parent. They need a regulated one, okay? See, you choosing clarity over confusion is protection, not punishment. You hear me? See, what you're seeing now is a betrayal. It's confirmation. See, and confirmation hurts, but it also frees. See, you're not behind. You're finally seeing clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've never been more clear in my head since I found out all these things. Before, I was like a total mess for nearly 3 years. I
Mm-hmm.
was I was breaking down. I went crazy. My body just broke down. My mind just broke down. And I tried to tell him that it was from his actions or his inconsistencies in his consistencies in words, because a part of me didn't believe anything he said. Like, my mind was telling me he's wrong, he's lying, but I just couldn't I just couldn't I just couldn't see what was in front of me, and right now, like in the last 3 weeks, since I found out a lot of things, I have never been more calm in my life. I'm shaking right now because I'm talking to you, and like, it's like my body is just distributing or just expelling everything that was wrong in our relationship. And even now, he's telling me that I'm wrong. I'm the one that's dysregulated. I'm the one that's chaos, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that is dominating and dictating the
Let me say
relationship,
this. Look,
especially when it.
what
Yeah.
you're describing is not you breaking down. See, it's your nervous system finally coming out of confusion. You get what I'm saying? See,
Yeah.
listen, I'm gonna tell you what happened. See, for years, your mind and your body were disagreeing. Your body knew
Yeah.
something was wrong, but your reality kept getting questioned. See, that split is what breaks people. See, that tension between what you felt and what you were told is what caused the collapse, not weakness, contradiction. You get what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell you you said why you were a mess for years. See, when someone is constantly lied to, minimized, or manipulated, the brain stays in problem solving mode. That creates looping thoughts. That creates anxiety. That creates emotional exhaustion. That creates self doubt. That creates identity confusion. See, your mind wasn't failing, no. It was trying to protect you without enough information. You get what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell you why you feel calm now, but your body is shaking. You said that. See, the calm you feel
Yeah.
now is mental. It's called mental clarity. The shaking is physical release. See, your nervous system is letting go of years of held tension all at once. That's why your thoughts feel clear, but your body feels intense. See, shaking doesn't mean you're unsafe. It means your nervous system is discharging survival. Okay? So look, right now, look around the room. Look around the room you in. Name one thing you can see, one thing you can feel. Do that right now. See, you're here. You're safe. This moment is different from the past. You know what I'm saying? See,
Yeah.
you didn't imagine this. Your mind didn't lie to you. It was trying to tell you the truth before you had proof. You know what I'm saying? See, what you're feeling is something a trauma informed therapist or a doctor can help your body process safely. See, not because you're broken, but because your system has been carrying too much alone. You know what I'm saying? See, clarity often comes before calm, and calm follows when the body catches up. You know what I'm saying? See, you're not losing control. You're coming back into it. You hear me? See, thank you for trusting this space with something so real. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming up here. Next question. How you doing, Liddy? Liddy, you got a question?
Hi, Lindy Way.
How you doing?
Hi, thank you for allowing me to come in. You can call me Lindy, just to make
Lindy,
it
I
simple.
got you, Lindy.
Yes,
Got you.
yes. I'm all the way from South Africa. Thank you for this platform. It's I don't. People don't understand, especially my community, in terms of our societal understanding of NAC. It's still very, very blurry or non-existent. People don't understand. Even professional people, nurses, police, and when you say somebody else is a NAC, they like get over it. They don't understand that this person strips you of your soul. They break you to the core. It's not like a normal person. For me, because I had a NAC mom, I was conditioned from a very, very young age that I need to shrink. Love is to shrink. Love is to tolerate abuse. You need to die for someone else to be comfortable. I had to grow up with walking on eggshells to please and not to spiral out of control. She was a ticking time bomb. She still is a ticking time bomb. To cut the long story short, I was married, got divorced. While I was in the process of divorce, I met this person who was a complete nut. Swept me off my feet, love bombed me. I was working, I was staying in another state, living by myself. I had two kids from my marriage. They stayed with their dad, and then I simply tried to rebuild my life. Then I met this nug. This guy swept me off my feet like he was the answer. He seems like he was the answer of, the man I prayed for, if I should put it that way. Fast forward, I became pregnant, and that's when now the mask was starting to come off really, really bad. While I was pregnant, I lost my job. I sold my furniture to pay rent, sold my furniture, sold everything, lost my savings through this guy. Always coming up with ideas. I've got a business, I'm doing that, but only to find out the little resources I had, he was taking my money, giving to other suppliers to what can I say? Let me put it in this way. To secure other suppliers while he can see that he's done with me, I'm not working anymore, I'm pregnant, I'm homeless, then he's discarding me. So he has to secure other suppliers. So fast forward, it became physically abusive. We're living in Africa where they still believe in witches and spiritual other entities. I'm bewitching him. He has to take me to a shrine or to a traditional healer to check why I'm bewitching him. Fast forward, I'm in the traditional healer's consultation. I know I'm not bewitching him. I have a calling. I need to be a traditional healer. It's just a lot of it is a lot until I saw that no, this guy is going to kill me now physically. He broke me to the core. Like he will compare me with other women, tell me how ugly I am. Nobody will love me. I don't have a beautiful body. I'm not African enough. I'm not black enough. No black man will stay with me. Just the most horrendous thing. Abusing my daughter because I came with my daughter from my marriage. Social workers had to intervene. When I report him to the police, they take his sides. They end up being friends with him. Fast forward, I think 6 weeks now. The police says, this guy doesn't want you anymore. Where can you go? Because in our country, we don't have place of safety where women can go. So another option is either I'm going to the streets, like be homeless with my 2-year-old and my daughter, or I go back to my NAC mom's home. So I end up going back to my NAC mom's home. I have siblings. In a NAC family, It's just a dysfunctional home. You fight about everything. I've got sisters and brothers. We're a huge family. You know, I try to draw boundaries with my knock mom, but if she sees I'm not engaging into the toxicity and arguing and trying to defend myself, she will turn my siblings against me. Yeah, your sister's doing this. Culture, culture will be also the culture card in this instance. Yeah, you're the elder one, you should lead your siblings. It's just a mess. So in this instance, I do want to go no contact with my knock mom, but it's unfortunately, I'm not employed. I'm doing everything to get a work so I can move out, as I was not staying here, but it's very hard. The second thing, my knock baby dad of a 2-year-old. Imagine, I have a 2-year-old who's autistic. Who what can I say? I cannot afford a kindergarten in my country. We don't have access to autism crutches that you can afford. They're very, very pricey. So since while I'm not working, he has to attend a normal kindergarten, which they're struggling to cater to how they can um, cater to his needs. This NAC X doesn't even support his child. So I want to advise, I want to go no contact with him because he's not even supporting the child. He will call and say, what does the child need? And I'll say, okay, the child needs this and this. He will come. He will not even buy. He will just buy. I don't know what you call in America. Diapers. He won't even buy diapers. He will just buy one packet of wipe. I'll send you money. Or you'll call. I'll send you money. He never sends money. Or the worst part, he will call, put me on speaker while his supply giggles and laugh. Or the worst, he will call while they're busy making love so I can hear. So I want to block him completely, even if it takes me to court that he wants to support his child, but blocking him. He's not supporting his child. So I don't know if I'm wrong. I'm deciding to block him from my phone completely and just see what I will do with my situation. It's so hard. I'm trying to be strong for my kids. It's so the way this guy breaks me. If I see another woman, I'll always
Let me say this, Queen. Look,
ask myself here.
look. I need you to pause for a moment. Look, not because what you're saying isn't real, but because what you're describing has crossed into immediate safety. You know what I'm saying? See, listen, you're not crazy. What you went through makes sense for someone conditioned by a narcissistic parent, okay? See, growing up, walking on eggshells trains your nervous system to mistake control for love. See, that explain. You see, that's why he was. That's why he felt familiar. See, when someone threatens to kill you or harm your child, this is not psychology anymore. You hear me? This is danger. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I cannot help you process this safely on public live. Listen, but look, your child's safety comes first. Protecting your daughter is not betrayal, it's strength. See, nothing about this makes you a bad mother, okay? It means you are trapped in survival. See, accusations of witchcraft are often used in abusive dynamics to justify control and fear. You get what I'm saying? See, that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It means he is externalizing blame instead of taking responsibility. You get what I'm saying? See, you said should you block him completely? See, if someone has threatened your life or abused your child, blocking alone is not enough. You know what I'm saying? You need local protection and documentation, not just no contact. You hear me? No contact is a goal, but safety comes first. You know what I'm saying? See, please contact a local services like Mercer, a domestic violence hotline, or a women's shelter in South Africa as soon as this live ends. See, if your child is being harmed, child protection services must be involved. Not to punish you, but to protect your child. You know what I'm saying? This is not negotiable, especially if you have nobody. Because a narcissist, when we know you ain't got nobody, oh man, we ain't gonna play fair. So listen, and you said living with a narcissistic parent while escaping abuse is re traumatizing. See, no contact may be necessary later, okay? But right now, focus on stability and safety, not confrontation, okay? See, I'm really glad that you spoke, but I'm gonna take you down now because this needs private protected support, not public processing. You know what I'm saying? Please seek local help immediately after this, though, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming up here. I appreciate you. Listen, some of y'all situations be serious. You feel me? No cap. But this is what I'm gonna say, y'all. Look, this is a good live. We had another masterclass. Listen, tonight, y'all, wasn't entertainment, okay? I'm about to end the live though. Tonight wasn't entertainment, okay? It was understanding what prolonged survival does to the body, the mind, and the nervous system, okay? If this live helped you feel clearer, calmer, or less crazy, that tells me that your nervous system felt seen. See, all of these lessons live inside my community, y'all. CTU. That's where the master classes, the breakdowns, and the replays are. Because this work needs structure, not chaos. The link is in my bio. You know what I'm saying? And if you need help privately, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always getting messages. Not trauma dumping, not venting, but support. I also do one-on-one calls, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can always message me on TikTok, email me. Link in my bio, CTU. Now, if you're in immediate danger, y'all, if you're in immediate danger, a live or a call is not enough. You hear me? Please reach out to a local emergency service or crisis support. You know what I'm saying? Listen, thank you for trusting the space tonight. You feel me, y'all? Listen, take a deep breath, drink some water, let your body settle. Good night. I'll see you inside CTU. You feel me?